BYU takes on Colorado in Boulder and walks out with a 3-point win at the very end. I thought it was a very good game. Tale of two halves, if you like to say. But before I go ahead and get that going, man, it is about 1:45 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So we don't be here for a long time, but we definitely will be here for a good time. If you want to call in, please start building the queue now, 862-799-9956. Also, please adhere to the 2 minutes that you have because we're not going to be here forever. We got a lot to do. So anyway, with all that being said, I see y'all in the chat super heavy already, man. I see Hugh Mangus in here. I got Tin Ben Min. See you good. Y'all got a lot. Y'all got to read through that, man. LMV, you know what time it is. Thank you. Let's rock and roll. All right. Really quickly, as I always do, BYU defeats Colorado in Boulder, setting them to 2-3. BYU goes 4-0. BYU game leaders, their quarterback, Bear Brockmeyer, 19 for 27, 179, 2 touchdowns. Caden Salter, 11 for 16, 119, 1 touchdown, 1 interception there at the very end. But overall, let's take a look at this. 387 total yards given up in this game, right? 170 yard passing, 208 yards rushing versus Colorado. And at the half, I looked at the box score. It's very even. And it just all of a sudden, BYU just seemed to kind of pull away from this deal. 27 first downs to their 16. Third down efficiency was very similar. Time of possession, BYU had 33-34 versus Colorado's 26-26. And the last interception was the nail in the coffin. And as this game went on, it seems like whoever got the ball last was going to win. And I thought Colorado, to be honest, was going to win this game at the end. They got the ball last, at least at minimum, tie it up, right? At least tie it up because BYU didn't do anything with the ball when they had the opportunity. They left them about a minute 49. Their special teams pinned them down. I want to say it was 96 or 97 yards. Colorado had to go in order to get to the end zone. But, of course, these field goal kickers, I'm not sure what Mata's range is, but definitely he didn't have to go to full 97. Caden Salter ended up making a bad pass at the end. But I just say he made some phenomenal throws during that game. And I believe he is Colorado's quarterback moving forward. I don't think that's a question, regardless of him throwing that at the end or not. I think he's definitely Colorado's quarterback as this season goes on. Now, what happens next year, that's next year. But right now, that's what it is. Again, 862-799-9956. Please feel free to call in. Have some people call in already and then hang up. Colorado's going through the woes right now, man. Not very good. Not very strong up front. I thought they came out on fire. I thought they did a very good job when they first came out and hit them. Boom, boom. But BYU is a resilient program. Coach Kalani Satake has been around for a long time. And I'm going to tell you this. That quarterback they got over there at BYU, Bear Brockmeyer, if I'm saying it right. I hate messing up names. Do I think he's going to be an NFL quarterback? Probably not. But he is a very good quarterback for what BYU does. And he's a freshman. And here's what people have to understand this about Colorado. This is the third team in a row that they have faced that has the same offensive game plan. Georgia Tech, ground and pound, throw the ball around, but the quarterback is the focal point of the offense. Houston, ground and pound, throw the ball around, but Connor Wegman was the focal point of the offense. BYU, ground and pound, throw the ball around the yard, but Bear Brockmeyer, if I'm saying his name right, man, I hate checking up names. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it right. Bear Brockmeyer was the focal point of the offense. All three of those teams, all three of their losses, all of those offenses look exactly the same. Think about what I'm saying. All of those offenses look exactly the same. It's built around the quarterback. And they couldn't find a way to stop it. They got to do something. I have to give Pat Shermer a little credit with creativity. I thought it was quite creative. I love the Wildcat. They got away from it, went back to it. I loved it. I love the Wildcat look, man. Give them a taste of their own medicine, right? Give them a taste of their own medicine. So I thought it was extremely nice. I thought it was extremely good. I thought they did extremely well. I thought Colorado played well. They just got some problems. They just have some problems, man. And this is part of football. This is what I'm saying. Everything is not going to be pretty. I sure wish people would stick with them. Huh? We only got 98 people in the building right now. 98 people in the building right now. What have you done for me lately? This is tough. It's tough. And they take on, who does Colorado take on next? TCU, a good TCU ranked 24th, and Iowa State. And I think both of them are going to move up in the rankings tomorrow. Anyway, as I looked at this game, I thought Caden Salter threw some very good passes. Like you say, 11 of 16. Efficiency is not his downfall. That doggone sack that he took, I mean, the sack you took, bro. I'm trying to get an understanding, like, where did they get this from? And it's not just Caden Salter, it's a lot of them. But where did they get this from? 11 for 16 for 119. The running game, hella creative. Michael Welch, 11 carries, 67. Draylon Miller, 8 for 52. And then Caden Salter had 17 for 49. That's what you want to see. I'm just not understanding that sack. That sack actually gave them the field goal. And let me explain why. And I'll do this in the good, bad, and ugly. This is where situational football has to come into play. Don't take a sack that deep. Now, when you have to punt the ball, you gave them the ball at the 50. I'm in the Discord talking about it. Once you give them the ball at the 50, they get 10 yards, field goal range. They in field goal range. They didn't have to get a first. So you basically gave away 3 points as long as they, and he missed it, actually. Hate to say it, he missed it. He whiffed it, hooked it. And that's tough right there. That's tough. I know it's going to sound crazy, but these two teams look evenly yoked. They look different, but they were even. I don't think one was more dominant than the other. These are the games Colorado got to find a way to win. These are the games Colorado has to find a way to win. And if they don't win these kind of games, it's going to be a long and tough season. And the road only gets harder from here. It only gets harder from here. Iowa, TCU, Iowa, Utah. Hopefully they can run over Arizona. Hopefully maybe they can run over West Virginia. And then Arizona State and then Kansas State. I would love to hear somebody's point of view of what they think is going on, how they would like to fix it. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. I think Michael Welch runs the ball extremely hard. They're just not a very big team right now. Defensive line wise, they show in spurts, but they're not a big team. They're not physically imposing team. Somebody said BYU was very good. They were okay. They were okay. But that's what happens when you look at two teams and they're kind of on the same level, right? When they're kind of on the same level, it does create a good game, but that doesn't mean they're good teams. I mean, a perfect example, not trying to be funny, but go look at the Florida State-Virginia game. It was a phenomenal game. Doesn't mean both teams were good. The game within itself was phenomenal. If you go to watch a game, that's what you want to see every Saturday. But if you really look at the teams, they're not very good in their own right. So that's where that is. Like I said, 862-799-9956. Please feel free to go ahead and call on in. We can chop it up for a little bit about this. Shout out to Kenneth Milo for the $5. The quarterback for BYU was freshman coach, a freshman. I know. And what did he do? They played into his strengths. They played into his strengths. Meaning their coaching staff used what he does well and said, we're going to do that. And that's why I think coaches sometimes get in their own way. They don't use what their players do well. They want the players to do what their coaches do well. Right? My plays work. The player got to fit my playbook. When instead your playbook need to fit the players. And that's the difference.